YouTubers, welcome back to Bikini Nation. I hope you all have been safe and well. The festive season is coming into full swing, but what may be even more exciting is that Olympia is only a couple of weeks away. So let's do a quick preview of the whole Bikini Olympia lineup for 2022. There are 58 competitors in total, which is a long list, which means I'll do this over 2 to 3 videos and cover the whole bikini lineup for the O. So let's get started. Roxana Marquez will be representing Mexico. She had some decent wins in 2021 at the San Antonio Pro Bikini and at the Minneapolis Pro. She has continued to step on stage and refine her physique throughout the year with some good placings. She has a really nice flow to her body and she'll really get to stand against the best of the best to see how good she is in 2 weeks' time. Jennifer Dorie, hailing out of Canada, is the reigning 2021 O champion and the current standard of the division. Jen hasn't stepped on stage all year, but don't worry, she has been hard at work, and I honestly feel like we will see the new version of Jen on the Olympia stage this year. From recent Instagram photos, it looks like she has packed on even more muscle in her glutes and delts. Her waist is coming in even tighter and her conditioning will be at a whole new level. Elisa Pecini, the darling of Brazil, is a former O champ, a consistent top threat at Olympia, and not to mention she probably has the best bikini structure and taper in this sport, with her near non-existent waist. She may have one of the best front shots, but we will see if her repose and glute development will keep up with the rest of the top competitors. Ashlyn Kaltwasser, representing the USA, is the GOAT of bikini, winning Olympia 3 times in the past and also has the most pro show wins in history. Ashley could literally be qualified from a million shows this year, and seriously, there is no stopping her. You could argue she is looking the best she's ever looked and is a real contender for the title. I think if she improves her posing and nails it on the day, she can definitely crack into that top 3 or 4. Ottavia Mazza from Italy is still a relatively newcomer in the pro scene, but she has already made her mark by taking out a show in her home country of Italy. This will be her Olympia debut, which anyone should be proud of. I've raved about Ottavia's physique before because of her insane hourglass shape, but she is looking even more balanced this year between her top and bottom half and has filled out her frame even more. Phoebe Hagan, representing the UK, will be making her Olympia debut, and oh my god, she is looking insane by her latest Instagram pics. She has always had an impeccable physique, but let me tell you, from recent photos she has taken her physique to a whole new level, packing on more muscle mass for her taller frame, and seems like she's nailing her conditioning, which has been a problem for her in the past. She's a real dark horse this year and might crack into that top 10. Lauralie Chapados from Canada has won the biggest shows on the bodybuilding calendar this year, and not to mention she came second last year at Olympia. We all know how much muscle Lauralie has. Her glutes are always show-stopping in any show. She has amazing balance and her posing is flawless. I think we all anticipate she'll be gunning to take out her first O win this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if the bookies have her and Jen Dorie as the favourites. Francesca Stoico, hailing out of Italy, is another Italian beauty with a crazy and stunning taper. I've always been a big fan of Francesca's overall package. We haven't really heard too much about her recently, but I really hope she comes in 100% and highlights her amazing shape with the aim of improving her placing from last year. Jourdanne Lee is Canadian and has taken out a few shows this year, demonstrating she is a real powerhouse in the division. Jourdanne has amazing stage presence with such a feminine shape to her physique. She is a taller competitor, so it will be great to see her line up against Lauralie and Phoebe. If she comes in on point, she could have a huge chance of slotting into that top 10. Wiktoria Gasior comes out of Poland and absolutely dominates the Euro stages, consistently winning shows or getting excellent placings. More recently, she came over to the US to compete at the Legion's Bikini show, where she placed 6th. With such an awesome physique, it will be interesting to see how she levels up at the O. Ivanna Escandar, representing Spain, has a petite frame, but let me tell you, this girl has some serious muscle. She is a pocket rocket. Not only does she have an incredibly feminine look, balanced body, and is a killer poser on stage, I also think she has a lot of momentum heading into this show, and I think she will beat out some of the big names and make it into that top 10. Allison Testu coming out of France. If you've watched my channel before, you will already know my thoughts on Allison. I adore her physique, her look, and her mentality. She has recently moved over to Team Atlas to see if a change in coaches with more objective approach will help her with her goals. If Allison makes some slight improvements to her posing and nails the right level of conditioning for the US stage, the sky is the limit for her. Sally-Ann Kato hails out of Japan. To be honest, I don't know too much about Sally-Ann. However, being the back-to-back winner of the Japan Pro Show in 2021 and 2022 is pretty impressive, as is her physique from the photos I've seen. I'm very excited to see her compete on stage and love seeing the international competitors in the big dance. Shenese Case, representing Canada, is a Team Atlas athlete. Again, this is another one I honestly don't know too much about. Scrolling through her Instagram, it looks like she just consistently has gotten better and better over time, and I can't wait to see more of her and see what she brings to the Olympia stage. Alessia Facchin from Italy is another workhorse competitor who has backed up show after show numerous times this year, which gives her that edge of consistent feedback from the judges. Alessia cracked into that top 15 last year. Let's see if her move to Fit Body Fusion will take her to the next level. Cristiane Silveira, coming out of Brazil, has a lovely shape to her body and overall look on stage. Just looking at her photos, it looks like she comes in consistently well conditioned and has a decent amount of muscle mass for her frame. I can't wait to see her step on stage. Jennifer Ronzetti from the USA. Honestly, I don't know if she's competing this year or not, but I hope she is because she always looks incredible. It sounds like she's had a bit of a rough year getting her health in a better place. But I hope to see her on stage, but either way, I'm glad she's prioritizing her health. Jen has an insane physique, and let's not forget she came in 7th place last year. Danielle Phelps, representing the USA, is someone who I have an enormous soft spot for. Not only does she have an incredible physique, she has one of the loveliest personalities. Dani has had some setbacks this year, including an injury preventing her from competing at the Arnold Classic. But let me tell you, she is resilient. Dani commands your attention when she's on stage. Looking at her latest check-in photo, she's looking absolutely killer, and it might be the best version of Dani yet. I wouldn't at all be surprised if she placed in that top 10. Thanks so much for tuning into part 1 of the Olympia lineup preview. I will be dropping the rest of the lineup in the next couple of days, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.